Alright, welcome back. Don't worry, you missed...
You missed Kakashi saying alright.
Yeah, you missed him saying alright.
So, last episode we were talking about how Assassin's Creed is kind of getting really confusing to Derek nowadays.
What do you mean, get starting?
Yes,
like,
right.
Literally by the third game, it was already a fucking mess.
Yes, right. Because I'm looking at, like, the modern day protagonists, because they're according to this list, there's, where it's set, historical protagonist and modern day protagonist. And,
That's actually not true, but I'll get there. Continue.
Oh, I know. But, like, it says, oh, this one's with that one, and then this one's with, the main character here, or you could play as the male or female character.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to Mirage, which I think is the one that either came out, like, recently, or it's coming out soon.
No, it's the one that, it's the last one that came out.
Yeah.
The newest one is Shadows.
Okay, that's the one coming out, right?
Yeah.
And this one just says, there's a historical protagonist, but no modern day protagonist. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, they've like lost the plot with Assassin's Creed super hard. But so there's 3 storylines in Assassin's Creed. There was the modern day one, the historical timeline one, and then I like to call it the Apple timeline one, or the Ishu timeline, the Isnu timeline.
Yep.
So here's where they fucked up. And here's where it was perfect in Assassin's Creed 2. In Assassin's Creed 2, it was simple. They had a modern day timeline, they had a historical timeline, and then they had this secret Isnu timeline, which you got when you did like everything, right? You did all the like secret puzzles, and they would give you the Isnu timeline, and like that would be like, oh, whoa, there's a bunch of naked human men, and they're like slaves, and they're running with the apple, and they're clearly trying to escape something. What does this all mean? And it was supposed to be like the part of the timeline.
I've seen this. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the timeline that was like mysterious and like didn't tell you everything, and then like slowly it would get revealed what they were, and they were like ancient gods and blah 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 and all this other shit. However, then they just kind of like killed the modern day timeline. They just murdered it and had it be like completely irrelevant to like anything else going on. So because that was murdered, they need to fill that in with a new timeline. So they chose the Ishnu timeline. We'll answer more questions for the Ishnu timeline. And now it's like more confusing than it's ever been before.
Wow, when you have multiple timelines going at the same time.
So it's one timeline. It's just all happening at different points in history. Mm-hmm. So you have to like piece them all together for it to make like cohesive sense. So what you need to know, I'll give a quick rundown. The Ishnu were essentially what we see as gods, right? Like, the Greek gods and the Roman gods. Yeah. They were all real. They were Ishnu. They existed on the planet.
Yeah, they were like supreme power. Like,
yes. The humans worshipped them as gods because they essentially were gods. They could do god things. They made humans.
Basically,
they
cheap cattle or cheap workforce.
Yeah, they were slaves, essentially. But then a few of them got free will because a few people couldn't stop fucking their sheep.
Yeah.
So they started having hybrids of fucking Ishnu human hybrids, and those human hybrids were able to resist the Ishnu because they were part Ishnu. And because they were resisting, they were able to form a rebellion and have them fight each other. While the humans in the Ishnu were fighting each other, the apocalypse started happening. So half of the Ishnu were like, we can't fight this war, we gotta stop the fucking Earth from dying. And the humans were like, that sounds great, we're gonna keep killing you anyways. And so they eventually come up with a plan to stop the Earth from ending. But it kills pretty much all the Ishnu and most all the humans. But there were way more humans than there were Ishnus. Makes sense, they were gods, and there's not a fuck ton of gods, right, in human history. So they all died out. Humans were the only ones that were left. The few that were left for the humans repopulated, they become the Earth. All the relics are still left. That's what they were fighting over throughout all of history. Is the relics left from the Ishnu.
That's what I thought, because I'm like, they seem like a super advanced technology, like, race.
Yes.
Is what made the humans in the Assassin's Creed timeline.
Yes. Then, what makes it convoluted after that is that then they start establishing, well, not all the Ishnus are dead. A few of them are still trying to be reborn via various experiments they tried to cause themselves to live forever. And a few of them succeeded, and a lot of them didn't.
Yeah, because, like, the weird Apple, the people in the Apple who talk to Desmond are Ishnus.
Yes. Yeah, well, they're all Ishnus, technically. Ishus? I'm gonna just go with Ishnu, because I can never fucking pronounce it right.
They're all the ancient people.
Yeah.
Let's just call them the ancients.
The
that
ancients.
makes it easier.
Well, that was one of their names at one point,
Yeah.
and then they changed it. It was Redcon to be different. So
I just prefer the
whatever.
ancients.
The
'Cause
ancients
that's
are easier.
way easier to remember and cooler to sound.
I agree. But either way, the Ishnu fucking... a few of the Ishnu figured out how to essentially rebirth themselves over and over again by putting their DNA into, like, human DNA, and then their DNA will awaken once they hit a certain age and take control of them.
Yeah.
So they live forever. Those are all the Viking gods.
Oh.
Loki, Thor, Odin, all of them are being rebirthed continuously forever.
That makes sense.
That is who you play. This is, by the way, this is a spoiler, but like I know most people either haven't played this game or the few people that watch my channel probably have already played this game. Considering you're watching me play all the Assassin's Creed games, means you're probably already a fan of this shit. But the guy you play in that you know that one that was like older that you were just talking about?
Yeah, the Vikings, Assassin's Creed Vikings.
No, not Vikings. The one that takes place before Assassin's Creed 1, that one.
Oh,
it takes place in ancient Mesopotamia where they...
yeah, Mirage?
Yeah, Mirage, that's it. I couldn't think of the name. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
The newest one?
Yeah, the newest one that's out.
Yes.
Is, that one specifically, he is the guy you play as in that one. The reason there's no modern day
Babylon.
Yeah.
Babylon.
The reason there's no modern day protagonist for that one is because you play as Loki. You play as one of Loki's reincarnations in that game. That's the big plot twist at the end of that game, is that you're playing as Loki the whole time.
Huh. That is interesting.
Yeah, so that's why there's no modern day timeline, because you're not experiencing it through the animus of someone going through modern time. You're literally living the life of Loki as he lived through his, like, 4,000 years on this planet.
Interesting.
Yeah. And honestly, Loki is the best thing to happen to the Assassin's Creed lore. Because after they killed off Desmond in the modern day timeline, that shit started falling apart so fast.
Yeah, it's very, kind of shitty.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Just like that
Full
move.
Screen.
Nice.
That's alright, I can get you too. Do something?
No. Yeah, that's really, confusing.
It's like, it's fine. Like, if you actually play it, it, like, makes sense, because you're playing it, like, in order, and it's like, oh, okay, so this is what's going on. It's just, like, unnecessarily convoluted, though, because you have to keep track of, like, 4 timelines at the same time for no reason. So, yeah, you play as Loki, and that's, like, he's the best addition to the modern-day timeline, because, like, the modern-day timeline has just been bumbling around where Desmond was trying to find the answer, and then he died, and then the girl that replaced him, she just died, and now she's trying to find the answer with Desmond to save the world.
Layla?
So they really needed... Who cares? She sucks.
Yeah, a lot of people did not care for her. And I mean, like, everybody who played the game.
Yeah.
Were like, I like the characters that we played in the past, but the new modern day protagonist, I hate.
Yeah, she sucked. She's just fucking boring and annoying.
Kind of an asshole from what I remember.
Yeah, and an asshole. She also kills her partner for no fucking reason in the
Yeah.
first game she's introduced, and it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, and that wasn't deserved at all.
Yeah, she just kills the person she's working with for, like, no apparent reason, according to it.
Yeah, it's very fucking weird. But she dies, and then she's with Desmond trying to find the end of the world. So the modern day timeline was just kind of left with, like, nothing going on, and then Loki shows up and he's like, hey, what's up? I'm the reincarnation of Loki. I've helped both the Templars and the Assassins sporadically throughout multiple time periods. You never know what I'm gonna do next. Anyways, let's make an alliance. So Loki's, like, the only thing interesting going on in the modern day timeline now, because it's like, what the fuck is he up to? No one knows what, like... I'm, like, following the games, and even I'm like, I don't know what the fuck his plan is. Like, I still have no idea what he's going for here. Like, is he trying to rebirth the other issues? Is he trying to end is he trying to end the humans?
I think he's just trying to fuck around.
Yeah, like, it's so incredibly Loki, it's perfect. That's what he do. So, like, as far as I'm aware, the only thing he's trying to do is save his son, which is a dog demon. That he
the wolf thing?
Yeah, because he fucked some demon or something, and it gave birth to a son, which is also, like, half dog even. So he just wants to get revenge on Odin and free his son, and that's, like, his only goal. But, like, no one really knows how that's gonna tie into the modern timeline.
Yeah, because that doesn't make sense, because Valhalla, which is the Viking one,
Yeah.
is set after the events of Mirage would be.
Yeah. It does make sense, actually. Wait, hold on. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's not right at all.
Yeah, I'm like, that timeline doesn't add up right there to me.
No, you know what it is? It's because the start of Mirage is probably, like, that early, but the actual game of Mirage is not that early.
Yeah.
Because it takes... Well, no. Oh, wait, no, that is right. I'll explain. Valhalla doesn't take place when Loki becomes immortal. Valhalla takes place like, hundreds of years after that.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason we know what happens to Loki and the other Norse gods is via flashbacks to the past. So we learn about that stuff in Valhalla, but it doesn't happen when it happens in Valhalla, because the timeline of Valhalla is technically like hundreds of years after that happens.
Yeah, we're just doing Assassin's Creed stuff in Viking world.
Yeah.
But hearing about weird plot stuff from...
Like, Loki actually comes back from Mirage into the timeline of the Viking game, whatever. Valhalla. And then he, like, fights the protagonist.
So he appears in a game that was before his game.
Yes.
That's dope as shit.
Yeah. Technically, Mirage came out after, so it doesn't really work, but yeah, you know. But yeah, that's essentially what they did, is they just, like, I got him. I don't...
Oh, wait, wrong game.
Yeah, that's... Anyways, I don't want to talk about Assassin's Creed anymore. It's giving me an aneurysm.
I can tell. Oh, he did the,
I sent him to another dimension. The special eye dimension.
Oh, yes. Kakashi on his giant fucking shuriken.
It's canonically accurate, I swear. Lightning Blade. Dude, that motherfucker dodged the Lightning Blade. It's supposed to be a move fast as lightning.
Yeah, he's just faster than lightning.
Dodged it. Dude, can you stop teleporting?
No, this guy sucks.
Like, every fight, once we get to the latter half of this game, every fight is just the character constantly dodging everything in the fucking game. It's so annoying. Dude, can you get over here so I can murder your ass? Okay. This time. This time for sure.
This time for sure!
But yeah, fucking Assassin's Creed
wild.
timeline's crazy. Wait until we play wait until we play the Call of Duty timeline.
I know a little bit about it and how weird and absurd that game is.
So, so not every game is canonical. So every franchise of Call of Duty has its own specific timeline.
I'm aware of that.
So technically, if we wanted to get technical, Call of Duty is a multiverse game.
Yes.
And we will have to play through, I shit you not, Derek, we will need to play through a minimum of 6 multiverses.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
And they're not exactly how you'd think they'd be. Like, you'd think, okay, the World War II timeline is all the World War II games.
Nope.
Except not Call of Duty World War II or Call of Duty World at War. Those are not part of the World War II timeline.
So are we playing the Call of Duties in chronological order too?
We're gonna play... So I've figured it out, and this is why it's gonna be a nightmare. We're going to play the Call of Duties in chronological order based off of their timeline. And then we're gonna play those games in the historical order where they would have happened in our timeline. So in other words, we're playing World War II, then the Cold War era stuff, then Modern Warfare, and then Future Warfare stuff.
That's gonna get really confusing and convoluted.
Don't worry! It already will. It already is.
Isn't there like 6 Black Ops games nowadays?
There are 6 Black Ops games, and that's not including World at War, which is technically the first Black Ops game. So technically there's 7 Black Ops games. To be fair, when it comes to following a consistent story, Black Ops is the only one that does it good.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Like, the characters actually have growth and change, and they actually, like, things that happen to them stay as things that happen to them in later games.
Here's the question. What about reboots?
It's funny you should ask that. There is a reboot. It's called the Modern Warfare Reboot Timeline. It's its own specific timeline.
Right.
It takes place pretty much at the same time the original Modern Warfare happened, but a couple years later. So, like, you know, we'll be playing the first one and then the reboot.
I can't wait to watch you play through all of Call of Duty.
What I find funny about the reboot timeline is that the reboot timeline for Modern Warfare is the most fan service shit I've ever played in my life.
It's all fan service.
It's all fan service. Every single game ends with setting up for the next game, and the next game is always what was the main bad guy of the previous game's timeline. So, like, you beat Modern Warfare, and then it's like, here's the main bad guy, and I'm like, I know him, he's the bad guy from COD 4! And then they're like, you beat Modern Warfare 2, and it's like, here's the next bad guy. I know him too! He's the bad guy from Modern Warfare 2!
Do you know why I'm telling you this?
They end the first Modern Warfare, and he's like, I want to devise a team. Here are my men. And she's looking over the files, and the files are literally fucking like
soap.
It's like soap, fucking Ghost. And I'm like, dude,
Roach.
I'm like, Roach. I'm like, oh, they know what they were fucking doing. No, it was, they go through Ghost. They go through Soap and Roach. And then he's like, who's this guy? And it's like, don't know, never seen his face. They just call him Ghost. We just call him Ghost. Oh my god, dude, I'm looking forward to playing through all the Call of Duties, because, like, they're awful, but they're amazing.
Yeah, no, it is.
The problem is that we gotta go through the slog that is COD 1, 2, and 3 before we can get to any of the good ones.
Because Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was, that was pretty good.
Yeah, except we won't be getting to that one until we play Black Ops 1 through 6.
Right, because Black Ops technically
So the timeline is COD 1 through 3, World War II. Then we play Cold War era, which is World at War to Black Ops 6. Then we go and play COD 4, because that's the modern day timeline for Modern Warfare.
I can't wait to get to the very end when we play Infinity Wars.
Oh, no. At the very end, we're playing Advanced Warfare, where it takes place in 3486 or something, and everyone flies around in spacesuits, and it takes place inside of, like, a fucking supercomputer or some shit. Like, all fours fought in the digital realm or some nonsense. I don't know, I've never played that one, I've just heard rumors. I might be wrong about the plot, but it sounded insane when I heard it.
I know there's Infinity Warfare, where they're in outer space.
Warfare.
And that's the one with the robot guy, like your buddy.
I don't remember which one's last. I can't remember if it's Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare that's last.
One of those two.
I think Infinite Warfare is last. I think that's the one that takes place in like 3,200.
I don't really care. I just can't wait to get to that game because everybody says it's the worst one. But it's also the one I want to play the most because it has your robot bro, who's your fucking robot brother.
I've actually heard. Well. Everyone hated that game, but I've heard that the campaign is actually the only redeeming part of that game. It's like
what I've seen,
actually like really funny.
From
it's
what
like
I've
over
seen,
the top
it's actually
insane.
really cool because like there's I think one point where like you know a little bit about how there's like a robot guy.
Yeah.
And he's like at the end it's just like, you're my brother. And it's just like, yeah, my fucking robot brother.
Robot brother. Dude, Call of Duty has so many amazing memes from just its horrible writing and also terribly stupid, like, setups. Like, my favorite, you know the press F memes whenever someone, like, dies or chat or anything? That's from Call of Duty. Because in COD 2, they make you press F to pay respect to your dead dad.
I forgot about that.
So that's where F comes from on streaming culture. It's from Call of Duty because it's press F to pay respect, and the plot won't continue until you press F.
I forgot that's where that's from.
It's really fucking funny.
I forgot. I'm so happy.
It's like peak, but like that's peak Call of Duty writing. Is just like here's the saddest event. Your dad is dead. One of the main protagonists from the series is dead that everyone likes. Press F to pay respects.
You killed my master.
He like press F and he like puts his hand on the coffin. He's like, and then walks away. And I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
Well, what I love about this idea of us playing through all of these games is there's some that are just complete trash.
Oh yeah,
but like that, like they were like, oh yeah, this could be a franchise, and they made one game and they set themselves up so much for like a sequel that never came.
Dude, the one that's gonna kill me is Ghost.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Dude, I stopped playing Call of Duty for like 3 years because of Ghost. I played like 20 minutes of the campaign, got bored, got sent an invite from my cousin to play online. I played 2 online matches and went, this fucking sucks, and never played Call of Duty again. I didn't play it again until I think like Black Ops... No, I didn't play it again until Modern Warfare Reboot came out. I was like, fuck these suck.
Yeah, my buddy, I was talking to my buddy about it at one point, and he was just like, oh yeah, I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops. I was like, oh cool, and he's like, yeah, Black Ops 6. I was like, no! You know that fucking meme where it's just like a dude becoming like, getting hit with like a wave of becoming old? That was me when he said Black Ops 6.
Dude, the irony is that, like, technically, if Modern Warfare stayed numbered and they included Ghost in, like,
everything
Modern Warfare
one
as
after
part
another
of it,
every number, it'd be like Call of Duty Black Ops 27.
We'd be at Modern Warfare... No, I mean, just Modern Warfare games. We'd be at, like, Modern Warfare, like, I think, like, 9... Like, we'd be in either Modern Warfare 9 or Modern Warfare 10.
Yeah, and if it was just every Call of Duty game without, like, adding extra wars on it, we'd be at, like, Call of Duty, like, 15 at least.
Oh, God, it's probably in, like, the 20s now.
I think it is. I think it's 20s.
Like, it's kind of crazy how many there are. The fuck? Okay, that's fine. Eat shadow tentacles, baby.
Baby!
Ah, great. I can't teleport in that move. It fucks me up regardless. How are you still hitting me? Okay. He's like the slowest fucking character in the game. And I'm like just getting comboed by fucking Scythe. Anyways.
Call of Duty, man. I can't wait. This is gonna be great. We're gonna hate our lives by like the second game.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if we'll be playing it next. We might,
I think we're
depending on when
Dragon Ball thing.
We'll either do Dragon Ball or like another wrestling
Maybe
game. We might do
game.
we might do a wrestling game because I want to check when
WrestleMania
is coming up because I think it's coming up like kind of soonish. But if we're gonna just like whiff it by like several months by the time it come out, it kind of defeats the point.
Yeah.
But we have been playing a lot of the wrestling games. We've been like slowly working our way through all the like Raw vs. SmackDown games. You bitch.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this. So, I guess, I don't know why it's on there, but, so SmackDown is, now on Netflix.
Oh, no, Raw is.
Raw, sorry. That's
Yeah, SmackDown's still on TV, Raw's on Netflix. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck is this?
It's because Netflix is trying to buy all live sports. They bought the rights to the NFL, too. They can air live NFL matches.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. They had a, you could only watch, the
Mike Tyson versus, what's his name?
Well, yes, that too, but, what's the fucking holiday one? Christmas football?
Yep.
Or Thanksgiving football. You could only watch Thanksgiving football on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah, they didn't air it on TV this year. It was only on Netflix.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Netflix is spending like crazy money to get the rights to like all fucking live sports. Yeah, which is kind of smart for them because like
they don't have anything else.
Yeah,
because all of their original programming is trash garbage.
Well, also like live sports is something that's like consistent, right? It's going to be on every week,
and you'll get people watching.
So people will have to stay subscribed to see it every week.
You know, it's really smart on their part.
Yeah, it's like a good call. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just fell right into my trap.
Not that it matters. I've been watching it anyways.
He lured me here during the fight? That's impossible.
That's
Who is
awesome.
he?
I'm Shikamaru. We'll have to find out who he is on the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.